This is an extraordinary wrecking ball presidency. He is flailing in every category on a weekly basis. On a weekly basis, the courts, even those that he appointed, are rejecting this administration and its policies. So I cannot impress upon you more. I may be generous with that grade of F.
Governor, when was the last time you spoke with him?
It was that night before he federalized 4,000 National Guard, sent 700 active duty Marines, not overseas, but to the second largest city in the United States. I plead with the American people to wake up to what's going on. We have that chance. Take back the House of Representatives and take back the Senate. This is an extraordinary wrecking ball presidency. He is flailing in every category on a weekly basis. On a weekly basis, the courts, even those that he appointed, are rejecting this administration and its policies. So I cannot impress upon you more. I may be generous with that grade of F.
Governor, when was the last time you spoke with him?
It was that night before he federalized 4,000 National Guard, sent 700 active duty Marines, not overseas, but to the second largest city in the United States. And in the ensuing months, we've seen BORTAC teams, people dressed up, tactical gear, Apache helicopters, descending in streets all across America, masked men, without providing identification, and we're in court on that. I was proud to sign the first anti-masking bill in this country. He is trying to stoke a civil war in this country. It is a disgrace what he's doing in Minneapolis. It is a disgrace what he's doing all across the United States of America, terrorizing communities. It is a disgrace what his Department of Homeland Security is putting out. I mean, these ads evoking the worst, the 1930s, very intentionally stoking tensions, white supremacy being promoted actively by this administration, the corruption and graft, the likes of which we've never seen in modern history, modern world history. Modern world history. And I can give you chapter and verse on that. None of this is normal, and it cannot be normalized. So we take it very seriously. I mean, this is code red in this country. It's not flashing yellows. It's code red in the United States of America. It's the 250th anniversary of our founding fathers this year. We're going to be celebrating in July. Best of the Roman Republic, Greek democracy, co-equal branches of government, the rule of law, not the rule of Don. And so I hope it's dawning on every single damn person, Republicans and Democrats, what we are up against. We will lose our republic unless we don't speak out. And so I just applaud people that are peacefully protesting. I applaud people of courage and conviction. Applaud these governors and mayors for standing firm, the advocates for doing the same peacefully, using the rule of law, due process, the courts. I plead with the American people to wake up to what's going on. We have that chance. Take back the House of Representatives and take back the Senate.
A U.S. federal judge in Minnesota issued a sweeping injunction curbing the tactics of immigration agents operating in Minneapolis. The order sharply restricts arrests, detentions, and the use of force against peaceful protesters and observers, marking a significant legal setback for federal authorities. U.S. District Judge Kate Menendez ruled that federal agents may not retaliate against individuals engaged in nonviolent, unobstructive protest activity. That includes people simply watching, filming, or monitoring immigration operations, unless officers have reasonable suspicion of a crime or interference. The 83-page ruling goes further. Federal officers are now barred from using pepper spray, tear gas, or other crowd control munitions against peaceful demonstrators or bystanders. The judge wrote the government failed to explain why force was necessary against people posing no threat. The injunction also limits vehicle stops Federal agents may not stop or detain drivers or passengers unless there is reason to believe they are forcibly obstructing law enforcement. Simply following or observing immigration operations, the court said, does not justify detention. The lawsuit was filed in December, weeks before the fatal shooting of 37-year-old Renee Good by an ICE agent. The case was brought on behalf of 6 protesters and observers who said their constitutional rights were violated during immigration enforcement actions in Minneapolis. Tensions have surged since Good was shot behind the wheel of her car on January 7th. Her death ignited waves of protests and placed Minneapolis on edge, just as federal authorities expanded their presence across the region. The ruling comes amid one of the largest immigration enforcement deployments in U.S. history. Nearly 3,000 ICE and Border Patrol agents have been sent to the Minneapolis-St. Paul area, outnumbering local police and intensifying fears of militarized enforcement.